Thank you for tuning into this video. I figured it'd be easier to make a video and then I can refer you as a potential buyer to the video so you can kind of get a brief overview of the car, because obviously pictures might not be able to tell you the full story. We can get some sound clips of the car so you can hear what it sounds like, the engine bay. You can see and actually visually hear and everything that properly works with the car. So we'll get right into it. This is my 2004 S2000 black. Brief overview of the car. It's got 87,000 miles. Hey Rich, I'm just going over the car because I'm officially listing it for sale, and it's going to be easier for potential buyers to see what the car sounds like and make sure it's mechanically sound and functions like the top and stuff through a video versus pictures. But anyway, back to it. 2004 S2000, we've got 87,000, just under 200 miles. I'll show you that here on the dash. 87,193. We'll go ahead and fire it up too so you can see no check engine light, no warning lights, e-brake off, works, holds the car. Everything in this car works as it should. We'll go ahead and put the top up so you can see that that works. It's got a brand new top on it. It's been on the car for just about 200 miles. It is an OEM top. As you can see, no rips, no tears. Everything with this car you're going to see is all cosmetic. Everything that's wrong with it is cosmetic. I mean, seats are starting to get some wear, some small tears in the bolstering. Nothing crazy. But car mechanically is in great shape. Everything works. AC, heat, all the stereo. It's got an OEM stereo in it, non-modified. The only thing with the interior that's been changed is the steering wheel and the phone mount there on the side of the AC controls. But everything else in the interior of the vehicle is OEM. The car's got a few mods on it. We've got the Koenig Hypergram wheels. We've got Buddy Club adjustable coilovers. We've got the Megan Racing anti-bump steer kit. We've got a cat delete, an airbox mod, the exhaust muffler mod. We have deleted the secondary air pump. We've bypassed that because it failed. And honestly, if you don't have a cat, it's not necessary to really have that at all. We've put a brand new timing chain tensioner in it about 1,000 miles ago. I've had the car for about 2 years. I've enjoyed it every second of it. It was one of my bucket list cars to own because I have a thing for manual transmission, high revving, naturally aspirated cars. This fit that bill. I could get into one at a decent price compared to like a 911 GT3 or something of that sorts. But this car, super fun to play around with, super fun to toss around. I mean, this is still an 04, so it has none of the nannies, no traction control, no stability control. You can slide it whenever and however you want. Super easy to manage once it does, break loose. Let's see here. We'll get an engine bay here in a minute. Just want to finish going around the outside of the car. Back to the cosmetics. So this car, again, it's got some dings and scrapes in the paint. It is what it is. It's a 20-year-old car. Now the previous owner before me had the coilovers too low, and both the fenders. These are non-OEM fenders, or they're not original fenders. They're replacements. So I didn't really care about this, being there on the car. I mean, my intent was to go full track build with it, and things just didn't work out. So it's got some fender damage, nothing that isn't, severe. It's not catastrophic. You'll be able to, fix that and buff it, repaint it if you want. I may end up doing it before this car actually sells. but that's gonna increase the price, you know. So if somebody wants to buy it as is, then I'll be more, you know, apt to work with you on the price. So we've got that stuff at the front. The headlights, you know, just 20-year-old headlights, getting a little hazy there, but again, nothing that you can't just redo on the surface. As when we were showing you the top, this trim along the OEM windshield is peeling. You can see the OEM Honda glass. I'll go ahead and show you the VIN, lease of the car right here. So if you want to go ahead and Carfax it, there it is right there. Go ahead and pause the video. But show you the matching VIN. This car has all matching VINs minus the front bumper and the fenders. Now its Carfax is clean, so that leads me to believe that something happened, you know, in the front end of the car, and the owner, you know, replaced it on their dime rather than getting insurance into it. More cosmetics going along the side. This trim is, the paint is peeling. We've got a lot of blemishes in the paint. Unfortunately, this car used to have a hard top. I ended up selling that. And some of these marks are from taking that off, unfortunately. The rear tail lights are, this one's not that bad. But this one is starting to get a lot of stress cracks in it, in the plastic housing, typical of your older plastic and JDM cars. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but before I owned the car, something had dripped down onto this car and it hurt the painted surface. Again, I wasn't concerned with any of the cosmetic stuff because I was full on ready to go track build with it, but just didn't work out. I have another car that I'm currently still building. I thought I was pretty close to done with it, but as is with things, it never works out like that. We'll go ahead and pop the hood so you can see the engine bay. Gas cap release works. I've got 3 sets of keys with the car as well, so you will get 3 sets of keys, 2 fobs. So you can hear the engine. Whew. Hot. Battery is just under 3 years old. Again, more cosmetics. The valve cover paint is peeling, but that's about it. The only thing we've done in here is, you know, flush all the fluids out. We've been running AMSOIL for the last 2 years. We did the diff, transmission, the engine, the brake fluid. All that's been changed out. We got the new Blade timing chain tensioner in there. Yeah, other than that, nothing crazy going on under the hood. Everything is within spec. I checked all the valve clearances. Those are all good to go. Let's see what else. Now, whatever did happen to this car, the hood is still the original hood. It's got a VIN matching hood, but for whatever reason, the bumper and the fenders both are missing the VINs. So, here's what it is. Now, if you're interested in buying this car, you can find me on Instagram at thedrivermod_official. That is my personal Instagram page. Just, you know, highlight, hey, I'm interested in the S2000, and I can send you whatever info you may be interested in that I am not covering in this video that I've overlooked. This was just kind of impromptu. Hey, you know, I washed the car up, get it cleaned up, ready to get some pictures and stuff to post it officially for sale. The tires on it, we've got 255s in the rear, 255 40 17s, and 245 17s two 45/40 17s in the front, and that was just to try and help with reducing the amount of clearance between here. They're plus 40 offset, again Koenig Hypergram wheels. We still got stock brakes. We never got to go big brake kit yet. Transmission and clutch feel amazing. No issues on that side of things. Engine's as strong as I've ever felt. So this car is ready to be picked up by its next owner. As of today, as of the release of this video. Again, 04, just over 87,000 miles, new OEM top, and just cosmetic flaws. Again, powertrain and mechanically solid. Everything works. My asking price is $27,000 for this car. I feel like I've reached out to a couple individuals that I trust in the S2000 community, and that was kind of the general consensus. You know, I should expect, you know, mid to high 20s for this car in the condition that it's in. Now, depending on what we can work out, you know, getting the fenders fixed, whatnot. If you agreed to pay the $27,000, I'll go ahead and get the fenders repainted and fixed and rolled at my expense, provided I already have, you know, a deposit in hand. But yeah, that's it. That concludes this little overview of my 2004 AP2 S2000, officially for sale. Reach out to me on Instagram, and we'll see if we can get you connected with the car. Thanks for watching. We'll see you around. Thanks, Rich.